Alright, focus, people.
500.
Yeah.
Focus.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
We got a job to do, god damn it.
I'm over here, I'm like...
killing me bullshit.
I'm gonna let them get it out of their system, and then I just hear freaking Kain mumbling in the background that he's still looking shit up.
It's fine. We can stop.
He's gonna be installing it in the background while we're talking.
Alright. Hello everyone and welcome to Digimon Conflict Tri, the Digimon podcast where we go through everything Digimon related, episode by episode or movie by movie, and review it and see how it stands up versus nostalgia or versus the older content. As obviously we were going through the Tri movies and we went through Digimon Tri 2 Determination, which is episodes 5 through 8 if you're watching episodic. With me today, I have Keja.
Hi.
Zeus.
Whoa.
Kain. Zeta.
God, am I the only one not injured today?
Apparently. Actually, Keja sounded fine. This is just Kain and Zeus being Kain and Zeus at this point. When are they not suffering?
I'm being garfed. What's the point anymore?
God. Alright, so we got into, we watched Digimon Tri 2, and we got a lot more lore on this one, or a lot more explanation of what's going on, and we still got a lot more slice of life stuff, but it's kind of, I don't want to know if I want to say it's tolerable. It's more tolerable than the stuff from 02 and the original series, that's for sure. It just... Did we need a spa day?
Considering that by the end of the movie I had completely forgotten about the slice of life stuff, it kind of been that bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
This was my least favorite of the movies, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Glad somebody could forget it. Digimon Tri, more like Digimon Try Not to Fall Asleep, dog. What the fuck?
There's a reason why
Crazy.
I was tempted to bundle the first and the second movie together for us to record and watch, because it does pick up after here, because the third movie is like the longest, and it's the longest for a reason, because a lot fucking happens, and it just keeps steamrolling after that, but it's just like, this is so much just like...
The slow burn.
It is the slow burn, it is the introducing us to the new character, it is letting us see where everybody is at, and like all their mentalities, kind of where they are in their real lives, and having to come to terms with what they're having to deal with now. And this is the end of that.
That's cool and all, but this movie's what, like an hour 24 minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
Nothing happened until like the last 15 minutes.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh,
The real question is, are you really surprised by that?
I shouldn't be, but like, fuck. Why? This is like the third time I've seen this movie now, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? Dude?
Yeah. So we open up this movie with the primary village and seeing all the eggs being busted. We get another quote about Demiurge, which I struggled to try and find, and I didn't find, so we'll talk about that later if it becomes relevant. And we pan into Ogremon, who is obviously infected, fighting Alekmon till Leomon comes and saves the day. And yeah, we're totally gonna see more of Leomon and Ogremon. And surprise, surprise, the Digimon Emperor of all people, who's just menacingly in the background during this whole thing.
I'm still laughing about that because they clearly showed his ass getting whooped in the beginning. It's like, that's not the real one. We already know it. We're not stupid.
Not specifically, we saw Ken getting whooped. Digimon Emperor was somebody different.
Bitch,
And I'm
they're
pretty
the same
stupid,
person.
so maybe I didn't know.
You can't tell me that they ain't the same person after he just got his ass whooped previously. Nah.
I mean, wasn't the Digimon Emperor just a product of the evil seed that was planted in him by Oikawa?
I didn't like that word. I'm
That
sorry.
was a poor choice of words, but yes.
Oh,
Considering that's literally what happened,
I was about to
unfortunately,
say.
there's no other word that can be used.
I'm just tired.
Like,
The
what
last
else?
I checked, Oikawa didn't plant that seed in the digital world. He kind of got axed before that happened.
No, he planted the seed into Ken, but then Ken
Yeah.
defeated the seed. Or overcame the seed,
Overcame
or
the
whatever.
power of the seed.
Yeah, but the seed's still there.
Basically.
The
He
seed,
ate the watermelon seed.
the seed's still there. The seed's just dormant. So we don't really.
So that
So
that whole
Kid
plot
went through
point was
something
so
really
dumb.
traumatic,
That whole
and now
plot
he's back
point
to the
was
dish.
so
Listen.
dumb. I forgot.
He hasn't kicked a puppy yet, to be fair.
Oh.
I hate that you say yet.
He just stole a kitten instead.
That's
He's
fair.
just lucky he hasn't seen a puppy yet. That's all. Puppies know. Oh, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy. He's
That's
gonna
fair.
kick my ass.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And since we're watching the dub, we still do not get Butterfly at the opening.
I'm so
That
pissed.
that
I'm
opening
fucking
song
so
is
mad.
so dog shit, bro.
Are we gonna have to listen to this shit song every start?
Probably.
Probably.
Please tell me.
I
at least
don't
put Butterfly
remember.
in
I
one
honestly don't remember because I didn't
I-
remember the song until I started seeing if my videos played before watching. I was like, oh, I bet Kain and Zeus also forgot about this, and I was right. So
It's fun because like it started going and I walked away to get like a snack or something while it was going the first time. So
I
I
love that
like
you said Kain and Zeus when we
Yeah.
both know that Zeus hasn't seen these yet.
oh yeah, Zeta. I mean,
We
that's
know
the
my
wrong
ass is
Z.
ignorant.
Oh god, that song is awful.
It is. It's fucking terrible. I don't know who greenlit that shit, but they need to just let the Japanese song play. I
yeah.
won't understand a word of it, but at least it's fucking better than that trash.
I mean, considering they let every other song play, I don't know why they chose not to. Apparently, the theme song is "Digimon Are Back Again," performed by John Majkut. Majkut?
Who?
Majkut. The Japanese version theme song was later kept in for the sixth and final part only.
Oh my god.
So we get this for up until the fifth movie.
5 episodes.
The reasoning for this change is because of licensing issues. So it wasn't necessarily their fault. They had to do it because they couldn't get the licensing for Butterfly.
They couldn't get the licensing for Butterfly, but Braveheart's in here? What the fuck's that?
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Huh?
Don't ask me. I don't know. Maybe is Braveheart done by a different composer? Or
Oh god, I hope not.
I have no idea. I don't know who does
Let's
Braveheart.
see.
Because Butterfly, well, the one we get in this is the.
Yeah, they're different.
They're different people. Okay, so that'd be why. It's gonna be just an issue with the producer or whatever.
Whatever they were asking for Butterfly, just pay the fucking people.
They did at the 6th month after the 6th movie.
It took them 5
After
movies
they
to
got
figure out
complaints
this
for the
does
first
not
5.
work.
Yeah, probably. I mean, at least they gave a. I don't know if they could have given us anything to make us not hate it if they weren't able to get Butterfly, because if they would have given us the same old Digimon theme we watched through for the original NO2, I think I still would have been pissed.
I would have
Yeah.
liked that more at least. This song fucking sucks.
I don't know. I think I'm
Like-
tired of it.
I don't understand why they couldn't afford like good songwriters and everything when they had a pretty good one for Frontier and they had a decent one for Savers.
Yeah.
Because those are, I mean, this is 2015 versus,
Oh, right.
yeah, this is,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but the
didn't
OG
Savers
ones.
and didn't Savers and Frontier come out way before Tri was even in production?
Yeah.
Sabers and Frontier? Try?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tri didn't come out till 2015.
Yeah, Savers was out when I was in trade school.
Wait, am I getting my eras mixed up?
No, you're right. I just think it's because it's like the first two series. Because after, oh god,
2006 is
Yeah, I was about to say that's 2006, 2007. That's
yeah, it's like a damn near 10 years before.
yeah. They wouldn't have access to the same people anymore.
no. I'm just saying, like they had songwriters. They had people who actually knew how to write music. They
But is that
could've done it.
before or after Saban like lost ownership? Of
Yeah,
Digimon?
that's a yeah. You
It's like-
forget we're doing different companies now because this is also
That's true.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, 'cause I
That
think, like-
sucks.
Because like after Tamers, I want to say is when the ownership probably changed because that's when the openings started turning into actual songs.
That
Because
sucks.
Tamers,
so
the
bad,
opening was just a
though.
remix of the OG.
Yeah, if they didn't change it until like Frontiers and Savers,
Yeah,
and then they started actually doing unique songs for the intros.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
goodness. Holy fuck.
Hold on, can I want to check something real quick just because funny, haha. I think this would be hilarious. Who Saban, the company that did the original series, are they a Texas company?
I hope not.
What do you mean you hope not?
I'm sorry, that's a besmirch on your state.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? Everything in Texas, anime-wise, has been good. It's always been the fucking Canada shit or the California shit that's been weird.
Listen, I don't have very high standards with Saban.
I know, but here's the thing. Where is Saban? Saban, Walt Disney.
Oh, they have a different name now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they had a new name.
BVS Entertainment.
Yeah,
That-
Saban's under. That's why, like, they're not touching anything anymore.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the new company that handled the Digimon Tri movies is based out of California. So it'd be funny if, like, all the good writers are only in Texas. And then the shit writers are all in California.
That's fair.
He says this is fair after he tried to besmirch the dubbing company of Japanese media in Japan when we've been the highest grossing state to have all of it with ADV Films, Funimation, and now
I'm not-
Crunchyroll.
I'm not besmirching the animation studios in Texas. I'm besmirching Saban in general. I don't like them.
I mean, they're better than 4Kids.
True, but that isn't a very high bar to climb. That is like trying to climb over a fucking step that's made for somebody who's in a wheelchair. That is a very, very low step.
I mean, what have they done wrong? Oh, hold on, why?
Horrible for their dubbing.
They're so much better than any other company that was around at their time. Like, it's
Yeah,
more,
that
it's,
wasn't a high step.
I know, but considering they were the leading example for what dubbing could have been for their time period, and is probably the reason why we've been leading into the right direction.
I'm glad
Because,
we're going in the right direction.
yeah, but if we didn't have somebody like them and everything was done by, like, shitty 4Kids and stuff, we would not be having the standard of quality translation we have now. Saban's done good. It's less of what Saban did and what the airing companies would allow them to do, because Saban was willing to push the agenda or push their put their foot down regarding, like, oh, we're not going to cut all this stuff out because y'all say we have to. They only cut the things out that they physically could not put on television versus on the US standards. That's not a smurge on
Oh.
them.
So it wasn't Saban, it was the fucking dickheads that was in charge. Got
Yes, pretty much. That's what I'm like. Sorry to get like pushy on this, but I'm just like Saban's
you.
been
No,
like
you're fine.
great
If
on
you give me
this.
a valid argument for it. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, then I know who to shift my hatred towards now. It's the higher ups.
Well, that's always been the case for like 4Kids and Saban. A lot of the reasons like things got dubbed into ridiculous things was because what America would allow on television was far different from what they would allow on Japanese television. And 4Kids was like, okay, yeah, we'll do all that. And Saban's like, we will do that as well. But 4Kids was also like, oh, well, Americans aren't going to understand what a rice ball is, so we're going to write that out. Whereas Saban was kind of like pushing back on some of it. I still don't understand why they didn't allow peeing. I don't understand if that was like I don't know if peeing was just not allowed on medias for
really-
kids, but
That's really dumb since it's like in a lot of fucking video games in that timeline.
it is. But it is something they also kind of cut out of. I remember because they had Dragon Ball Z for a bit, and
Oh God.
and I do remember them cutting out times where Goku said he was going to take a whiz. So it's
They
not
sure fuck didn't cut out his stuff for Dragon Ball. Jesus.
no. Well, they didn't have Dragon Ball.
Okay, that would
Yeah.
explain that. Then.
Also, the one you remember from Dragon Ball is the one that was done later. The early dubbing of Dragon Ball, they censored so much, very poorly, with horrible drawn doodles.
I'm surprised by that because I remember watching that a long time ago for the first time. All I remember is Goku shows his fucking naked ass body far too much.
Yeah, that's in the uncut dubbing that was done later. That's not in the original dubbing.
Okay.
But yeah, like Saban's the one that did like Power Ranger and all that stuff, and they've always done like pretty loyal to the series as much as they were allowed to by producers. Again, sorry, I got passionate on that. I've done research on this
You're
before where I'm
fine.
like, wait, don't besmirch Saban. They're one of the good ones.
You gave a valid argument and corrected. That's what you're supposed to do as somebody who likes them.
This is fair, but I also went on like a 10-minute rant about it.
This is fine. This is all part of the podcast because Saban was in charge of Digimon at some point.
This is fair.
So it's still
yes.
irrelevant.
So I still don't know where Saban's based out of, though. I didn't see anything on the wiki for it, so. Because everything's for the new studio that now owns them and not for the original, so I'd have to do deep dive. But again, I would laugh my ass off if it was a Texas-based company. Actually, I thought Funimation handled the dub for this. Did Funimation not handle? No, I guess not. Never mind. I'm thinking they're Funimation because of certain voice actors that are in this.
I wish I could
Because
tell you the only thing that's
Animation,
listed in the
their
wiki
stuff
is
always has
Toei.
funny like.
Zeta, Keja, one of y'all.
Oh, I was just saying that the only thing that they've listed for animation studio wise for this was Toei.
Okay. Well, that's the animation, but I mean for the dubbing company.
They don't even mention that in here, which is weird.
They have it for mine. Licensing, Eleven's Arts, and Shout Factory, which are two companies I am not familiar with. So, but I thought Funimation had it, but I guess not, because I'm looking at my DVD copies too, and they don't have Funimation logo on them. But I think I'm just thinking it's Funimation because Big Mignana's in it, and I associate with him only with Funimation.
That's fair.
Okay, so our next part we get more introduced to oh my god,
Hinakawa, yeah.
and she is saying that obviously the infected Digimon are targeting one of the children. Big surprise. Oh my god, who could they be targeting? No idea. They leave it so vague.
Totally not the new character that was introduced. Not
Yep.
at all.
No.
Totally wasn't shown in like the first movie.
Right. Yep. Gotta leave it vague. But yeah, so all the kids are getting together to go to a hot spring to welcome in their newest member of the Digidestin, Mako. And I don't know if I like it. It has a lot of really cute scenes, but it has a lot of just like fan service that I'm not used to seeing in Digimon.
It was such a nothing sandwich. I just like the first time I watched this movie, I was like, well, that was a movie. And like the second time like watching this whole sequence again, like I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this entire movie because this whole section here takes so long.
This is a third of the movie, I think.
It's fucking crazy.
It's the only a quarter because it's the first episode 5. The episode 5 is the and then there's 2 episodes that involve the school festival, and then we have the final episode, which is the climax of everything.
That's right. They put 2 whole like fucking. They put 2 like filler ass fucking things in the same movie. I forgot the school festival.
Yeah.
The classic school festival.
Oh.
I hate that
spa day combo into fucking school festival.
The school festival I enjoy better because it has it ties into Mimi's character struggle that she's dealing with a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't deal with anybody's struggle other than Matt and Ty fighting.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just made this the whole beginning part. They could have just cut out the spa day and just made it up like, oh hey, this first section, us planning out what we're doing for the school festival. Second part of the movie, just doing the school festival. And then, like, at the end of the movie, doing, like, maybe even expand all the shit that happened at the end. Because, like, why are we at the spa? I know it's like, oh, hey, we're welcoming in Mako into the thing. Oh, my God. But, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, we had to get all those glorious scenes of literally only the male characters being naked and none of the female characters so we could have the fan service awkward moments.
That's the thing that ticked me off with this, is that it's a fan service thing, but the character designs themselves are the plainest thing we've seen so far.
Yeah.
There's hardly any like differentiating factors with these characters. Who wants to fucking see this stuff? The school festival at least gave them personality more, and they got to
they're
pop
all
out
built
a lot
like
more.
sticks.
They're literally, yes,
like
your typical Japanese high schoolers. It's like, wow, I don't give 2 shits about this.
I have no comments, for I might get canceled for them.
Well, now I'm just curious.
No, but it's a fun sequence. I will say the clever. It's so dumb how they led up to it, where like, okay, the Digimon got lost and wandered into the men's spa, and now the girls have to go rescue them instead of, messaging the guys that are already over there and be like, hey, grabbing them. Instead, they're like, hey, yeah, we're just gonna charge in, and just Mimi's so ballsy and just comes in and starts singing to distract. Meanwhile, everyone else starts bum rushing in, and there's just like Kairi steps in a bucket and slides, and TK has to save her, and Izzy's a flustered mess because Mimi's in there, and then Mako and Sora both walk up to Ty and Matt coming out of the spa, and Matt just shuts the door like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. And then Mako, like, I can't see anything, my glasses are fogged, and then proceeds to look down. Like, it's a fun sequence.
That was the best part for me.
Everything that led up to it was such dog shit. But the sequence itself was fun, and I like it. I just wish they would have not shoehorned it in there to be that.
It could have been more natural.
Yeah, they could have made it make sense, especially since I think was it before this or after this that they're aware that everyone at the spa is working for the government now.
I think it's before this.
Yeah, so they know.
Because Himakawa and the teacher tell them. I'm pretty
sure. So like everything's fine. It's not like it's a bunch of strangers. Everyone there knows what it is.
Yeah, wait, they know about Digimon then.
Oh my god, my head hurts now. That entire segment was stupid.
I just made it worse for them. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You literally got the dial-up sound for me.
The only thing that I enjoyed out of that segment is literally getting so much more of like the Digimon's personalities.
Yeah. It's a lot of cute Digimon moments.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I like seeing the character dynamics a little bit and kind of seeing, because we've already gotten basically established that Izzy has a thing for Mimi, and you have that cute moment where she's just like, you should get this one, and he just like balls goes for it, and like, yeah, that one. like Sora helping Mako pick out her own, and like even if I don't like Sora, I think it's a cute moment that's like, okay, it shows them getting along and it shows them working together and it shows how their dynamics are and who gets along with who. I like that. I just hate this. If that makes sense.
It all felt forced, I think.
It did. I was just about to say that
Oh.
too. It felt really forced.
Also, the best thing out of this is Patamon sitting on like 5 pillows so he can sit and match up to the table with everybody else. I saw it and I had to rewind it. I was like, hold on. Hold on. I gotta make sure y'all see this too. All the Digimon are sitting at the table with the humans, and then Patamon's just on 5 pillows so that he can be seen.
It's so cute.
We also get the little lore drop that TK's mom remarried.
Oh god,
Because Mako's asking TK, like, oh, y'all are brothers, but y'all's names are different. She's like, yeah, they divorced when we were younger and her mom remarried. And I'm like, oh, who the fuck did she remarry? I don't think we ever get anything more of that, do we?
Nope. We don't get anything more of that.
Yeah.
It's like a one-time brought up and then never touched upon again.
Yeah.
This series loves to do that.
I was gonna say, we get a lot of that.
Yep. Speaking of things that we get a lot of and getting us out of the spa segment, unless y'all want to keep talking about the spa segment.
No, I'm good.
Please, let us move on.
Joe's mom is rivaling worst parent in the series.
Real though.
Yeah. Gomamon's just in there trying to be nice and just like, yeah, working with what he's got, given how Joe is like. And his mom's just like, leave him alone, he's busy. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you mean, leave him alone? Don't push on the pressure on him. He pushes enough fucking pressure on himself.
Yeah.
I'm
Being
surprised
Joe
he's still
sucks.
going for a doctorate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, we get a lot of Joe's character. I like a bit of his struggle in this episode. And I like that they're touching on how he's aware that what he's doing is fucked up. But at this point, he's like, well, I've already done it this long, and if I go back now, it's even weirder. And I get that struggle. It's stupid. It's so stupid in a narrative point, but it's so realistic. It just doesn't work well in a movie setting, I don't think. Because people don't really want to see that in their shonen. People want to see, oh, I have the balls to, like, power of friendship my way through out of this and not give a shit if I ruin my life doing it. So it's like, it's a give and a take, I think.
I think it's just because, like, he gets no screen time with the others. They have to do something for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it changes now, so.
Finally.
Yeah. Because,
way too goddamn long.
we get the culmination of his problem, as well as the Mimi problem. Which the Mimi problem was kind of...
That was kind of forced, too.
It was a little, but it is calling out a big flaw in her character. But they kind of had to make sure they accentuated that flaw in this movie. Because it's always been there, but we've always just kind of accepted it as being Mimi. But now they forced her into multiple situations where it's become a problem. One with her fighting and Togemon attacking the helicopter by accident, and two with her kind of forcing her plans on her classmates for the school festival stuff. Granted, those girls were bitches, but she did kind of overstep, and she did kind of like, yeah, we're doing this, and then didn't really like listen to anybody, so it is kind of a problem, especially for a more modest society like Japan. But we really were just like, hey, just in case you didn't know, Mimi is the ultimate hype man that doesn't know when to shut the fuck up, so we're gonna...
Mimi is a narcissist.
Yeah. They use a different word in the Japanese, but I'm assuming the meaning's similar. I'm just not sure because I'm not fluent in Japanese, but
I mean, it was kind of nice seeing Mimi and Joe have like that like vulnerable moment where they're both like, "Yeah, I kind of suck." I'm like, I'm kind of selfish. It's like, I mean, at least you acknowledge it.
yeah, they're both self-aware, which is really good, and I think helped them along. Mimi was just a little more, I guess, malleable than Joe was because Joe still stayed. I mean, he tried. Gomamon fucking left his ass, and he still didn't come around.
I felt so bad. Poor Gomamon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Gomamon can cook, apparently. Gomamon just cooks Joe's meals for him. What the fuck is his mom doing?
Jack shit.
No. And then we get Leomon who appears out of nowhere. Apparently found Tai and is explaining everything that has happened in the digital world so Izzy can piece together what's been going on. Uh we have to talk about the Leomon, Meikumon simping.
Oh, do we really have to? It was so weird and awkward.
It was so cute.
I was gonna say it was cute.
It's like out of all the Digimon, why does Makomon make him go like that?
Because feline that is also same color palette, and Mako Kumon is adorable.
Minkumon is adorable.
I mean,
Literally,
you're valid.
all of the Digimon are like, "Mom, can you take us outside to go get food? Mom, can you take us out go outside?" And then Makumon's like, "Please," and he just fucking caves.
God damn it.
Please.
I love it, man. And it happens twice, which is even better. So we're at the school festival, and more shenanigans are gonna happen that are more slice of life related, because of course. So, Mako and Mimi are doing a performance thingy for the cafe that Mimi proposed, and they're the only one doing the performance, and Himekawa takes a picture of Mimi to get Izzy out of the office, so he'll show up and be a kid. Izzy apparently also got a prophecy that will get addressed later. We get to see, for whatever reason, TK flirting with Mako. That happened. I forgot that happened, but apparently that happened.
When they had like their moment at the start where like they were having a conversation, I had written down like, watch like them end up together, because like, I mean, it wasn't anything like special, but it was also like, it's kind of an intimate moment where they get each other,
Right.
in like the same kind of way that like, you know, Kyrie and TK have that kind of thing.
Right.
So it was like, I could see it. I don't want it, but I could see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they're trying to go with Mako's character here at this point, because she is just kind of here, and they are trying to establish her relationship with everybody, because they've lumped her in with Sora, they've lumped her in with TK twice now, they've lumped her in with Mimi. I don't know if they lump her in with any other characters, like, to try and establish anything. I didn't remember. I don't really think she has any moments with Izzy, which is really hard to have a moment with Izzy because it's Izzy.
It's Izzy.
The fact that Izzy even has moments with Mimi is fucking wild.
I mean, honestly, I feel like Kyrie and her would I would expect them to have some kind of relationship, and they just don't. Like, there's nothing there.
I'm gonna sip my water.
Damn.
Not gonna say anything.
Come on, they both have cat Digimon. Like they should be like, I don't know, bonding over their similarities or something.
I mean, to be fair, they did. They wasn't. They did have that moment because they're both cat Digimon and they're both adult stage, so they did technically have that. But yeah, otherwise, I guess. So they lumped her in with all the female characters, and they lumped her in with TK. But like Joe, Izzy. I mean, they gave her a moment with Ty actually.
I was gonna say Joe doesn't exist in the story at this point, so this is like up till the end. So
Yeah.
she hasn't had a chance.
Yeah. So all the Digimon are now at the school festival, and everyone finds out, including Joe, because Ty has messaged Joe saying, "Hey, Gomamon's in this creepy cute contest here. You should come." And then Joe heads straight over to go talk to Gomamon, and they have their talk, which hurt a lot because I get both sides. Like, I don't want to I don't want to let my biases take over and say like I don't get both sides, because I definitely Gomamon's on the fucking right. Gomamon knows what needs to be done, and Joe needs to get his shit together. But Gomamon's also being like, if me being around is just gonna like make you worry more, I should just not be here. Like, you would rather me not be here because I'm a burden to you, and kind of what Joe's been fucking doing. But Joe's also not trying to do that. He's just trying to, I guess, not drop his entire future for the sake of saving the world again, because he feels it's unfair that it's always them that have to do it. So I get it. I understand it. I don't like it.
See, I don't think that's the case because they know there are other Digidestined across the world now. They acknowledge this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just solely up to them, but in this particular instance, it's happening in their country, so they need to take care of it.
But this is also a thing where it's not just in their country, because we've had the news reports where it's happening all over the world, and it is happening in the digital world where the infection is happening. But like, again, this is not there. Those aren't the kids we follow. But we do have a scene where TK has messaged in some group chat saying, "Oh, Kawagamon showed up here, be careful." So presumably they're communicating.
Yeah.
And that even Himekawa had a PC that had little locations of various things, and given their job, I would assume those are all Digidestined, considering they're all over the world. So
it isn't really fair for him to just say that, because everybody's doing their part, and it's not going to take over his entire life. It's a one-time instance that's probably going to last at best a year.
Yeah, but but it's the
Yeah.
year you're going into college, and he's already struggling in his classes. It's like, you lose an entire year trying to get into your college, you're not going in to get into your college.
That's fair.
And this is a struggle unique to him, because as far as we know, most of the other Digidestined we've met are younger. So he would be, at the moment, the only one having to deal with specifically the college thing. And then as far as his group goes, even if other Digidestined are doing it in another country, we're not aware if all of them are taking part. Some of them could be also just like, I'm not going to deal with this. Like, there's no guarantee that all of them are not having the same struggles Joe's having, or that anything like that is happening. We don't even know if any of them are actually helping at this point, since we only follow the main cast.
See, that's another thing that I wish they would have touched on more, because since the government's involved, they could actually give him tutors and everything to keep him caught up while he's helping out in these situations. Like, they could easily help him out.
You want the government to do something?
They're literally helping the others.
With schoolwork?
Not with schoolwork, but with their general life.
Not really. Not really. And in what way have they helped with their regular lives?
Touche, but still.
At most, they have been like, oh, well, these Digidestined are going AWOL and deciding to go to this fucking spa,
Okay, one agent's been helping out people.
So we're going to, like, take over this entire spa so it's not an incident. Like, it's not so much that they're helping as much as, like, they're doing damage control.
Yeah, they're watching over them, but they're not
Yeah.
doing anything to help either.
Because there's also hints at this point that they probably know more of what's going on than they're letting the kids know, because the kids didn't know that the Digimon were showing up beforehand and that they had been taking care of it. The kids are just kind of figuring this out, because like they had a whole situation where Ogremon showed up and they were handling on their own, and Leomon comes and saves the day, but they were like, we did this, and then randomly
We handled it.
yeah, we handled it, and the kids are like, what do you mean y'all handled it? So
But
then the kids as well are like, wait, so you don't need us?
So like, at this point, I would say maybe the government should be doing more to handle the Digimon situation, so Joe doesn't have to deal with sacrifices schooling. But obviously, they can't do that because they're not the Digidestined, and they're not going to be able to do all that. But
yeah, because then they just whip out like guns against them, and it did literally nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes
like,
you wonder how they were
actual
dealing with
missiles would work. Yeah.
I don't know. It's also a question of like, how do they know so much about like Digimon as a whole? Because I know they probably know the stuff from like the incidents that have happened in the past, and then
wasn't that deleted after
yes,
the incidents happened?
Yeah,
that
was deleted, and then Nishijima mentioned that they have contact with Genai. So, but like, how much has Genai told them at this point? And like, what do they know? And are they still in contact with Genai? And where the fuck is Genai?
Even the one chick knew Kin as well, despite the fact that like Kin is the I don't know, the Digimon Emperor, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, he knew who Kin was.
She saw him on the roof and she's like, oh, Kin, what the fuck is he doing here? Though also,
get up.
Hold on. Why would she be shocked that Ken is at the school when shouldn't they all be at school?
Unless she knows what happened to the kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah. Because didn't they... Well, she's probably shocked because I remember in the first episode they mentioned that the O2 kids were missing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they haven't mentioned it to, like, the main cast. So she said it, like, they're all missing on the phone to some random person. So she knows they're missing, but, like...
Wait a minute, that brings up a good question. Why haven't they been informed about the O2? They haven't even tried to contact the other kids either.
So
have they actually covered that at all?
No, but I want to say like the progression of the story for like these first two movies is like less than a week. I don't think a lot of time has passed in the span of this. I know things are moving very quickly and they're doing a lot of shit, but I don't think... I want to say at least maybe a week's time, because I don't know how long it takes them to prepare school festivals, but I
thought a school festival would take at least like a couple of weeks to prepare.
Yeah, but they were already... So the skill festival is already prepared, they were just preparing the one booth for a council or whatever. So I don't know... Let's see.
Because the thing that's getting me, it's like, they know the O2 kids are around and everything, but they haven't bothered mentioning, like, talking to them about the entire situation. Like, Kyrie and TK
They haven't even looked for them, yeah.
Yeah, if Kyrie and TK spent a whole bunch of time with them, that should be the first thing that pops into their heads.
Yeah, they should be in, like, classes together.
Like, that whole, like, them not bringing it up is a big plot hole right now.
To see if there's a timeline. So the no, that's not what I'm looking for. It was like the whole thing takes place over 6 months, but that's 6 months after the movie. not what I'm looking for. Holy shit.
You find something unscrutable?
No, so I like typed in how long does this Tri story take place, and I got an AI answer because Google does that now.
Oh yeah.
And I got in the 3-body problem novel, the storyline spans roughly 450 days. What the fuck is the 3-body novel? That is not what I'm looking for.
3 bodies.
My god.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Okay, so the entire story of Digimon Adventure Tri is likely about 6 months. So,
how many movies do we got?
6.
6?
Mhm.
Yeah. But I want to say we have a time skip we're definitely going to deal with soon. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how big, but it's like
Probably in the first month or two.
Yeah. So I want to say we haven't been. We don't have a large amount of time that we've passed for all this. Granted, it should still be a question that they should be asking at this point.
Yeah.
But it's not as egregious as like, oh shit, it's been 6 months and they haven't noticed the kids are missing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's weird because like yeah, she's shocked that Ken's there all of a sudden. We have a really weird shot of so Meikumon wanders out of the cafe and Himekawa comes up behind her to grab her, and they make it so ominous. And it's the second time they've done that because they did it with Meikumon in the spa as well when Meikumon got lost, listening to the drums, and Meiko found her. And then they do it a third time
at the end of the movie.
At the end of the movie. So they foreshadowed this.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I wonder which
and
Digimon.
Subtle, I mean, not subtle at all.
Yeah, which Digimon you think are they targeting, guys?
I wonder.
So Meikumon gets left behind the building so Himekawa can go get it food because it was wandering off. She disappears, and then they get noticed that a rift has opened, and it's right where she left Meikumon, and Ken now has Meikumon, and he has Imperial Dramon.
Without fucking XVmon.
Yep. And we get into our big fight for the movie. Which honestly, badass fight.
Mm-hmm.
And we get 2 evolutions with it.
Yeah, we get the horrible CGI Kakumon, and then we get the really cool Zudomon and Vikemon.
Yeah, we get to see our first ultimate levels and our mega levels in this episode, aside from like the main 2. So, because Joe comes around and has his like breakthrough, which ties into the prophecy of like overcoming darkness, must travel through the darkness to get to the light or whatever the fuck it was that Izzy was sent. Because we always need a prophecy.
Of course.
Yep. So Joe
can't figure anything out by themselves.
Yep. So we get that. We get the shadowing that Leomon is infected because he starts going on rampages as well in the middle of the fight. Thoughts on Vikemon and Rosemon from everyone actually, because
Rosemon's design is cool. Vikemon, it's not as all over the place as Zudomon's design, so I like it more than Zudomon, but it's like there's just something about it I'm not the biggest fan of.
For me, it feels more like an Ikakumon evolution than Zudomon did.
Yeah.
But it's because it completely ignores the fact that Zudomon exists at this point.
Yeah.
I do like that it keeps with the Norse vibe that the evolution line keeps going.
Yeah.
I agree.
I will say, and this is my perspective in general, I'm not a huge fan of Rosemon's design. I would have preferred if they would have given her Lotusmon or something that had like a better design overall. Because I feel like Rosemon's design in general is very overly simplistic.
Sexualized.
It's not even sexualized for me. It's the oversimplicity of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, you're right. There was enough titty physics in that fight that fueled the entire
There's a lot
Oh.
of booby. There's a lot of booby.
Like the jiggle physics in that fight alone is enough to keep an entire anime series going.
Yeah. I don't remember Rosemon having those, because, so, for us that have watched it, we've had Rosemon before in another anime series that we will get to eventually. And while she was kind of sexualized, she was not to the degree that she was in this fucking fight. Oh my god.
I love the concept, but I really like Lilymon's design far more than I like Rosemon's design. I was so excited, and I feel like it was just so overly sexualized that I was just like, I don't like it as much as Lilymon.
It does feel like they went full adult with that one. They went from cute
Yeah.
teenager to adult and like hard right into adulthood.
Gave her the whip and everything.
Like
Shit
Lilymon
is
is so
crazy.
cute. I really like the design of it, and then Rosemon's it's literally like step on me, and I'm like,
We
alright,
know
I
what
don't
you're
have
watching
no problem
this
with that.
Digimon
We've been
for.
over this.
Hold on.
Fine.
She's okay with being stepped on by Lilymon, but not by Rosemon.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. We have it in recording.
I said, I mean, I didn't say I didn't want to be stepped on by Rosemon. I'm just saying I don't like Rosemon coming from Lilymon. It's just, it's not what I was expecting.
That's fair.
I just realized there's another evolution path they could have gone that would have been badass as hell.
Which one?
Bancho Lilymon.
I don't think they would have gone that for
been
Mimi.
fitting.
Yeah, not for Mimi.
I feel like
for Mimi, but that would have been a more badass evolution for that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the Rosemon is just more fitting for Mimi's character, I think.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Zeus?
I agree. I think Lilymon was just boring. It felt really generic, and I'm a little biased because Vikemon is just a big ass cool Viking, and he's also bipedal. So like,
Yep, I was waiting for the bipedal.
He went from 4 legs to 3 to 2.
All the time before that, he was just crawling around like in every other form, and then he got to get up, and I like that.
My god.
He looks way better than Zudomon. Holy shit.
He really does.
Yeah.
God,
I
Zudomon's design is
enjoy it as well.
I'm one of the weird ones that just actually is okay with Zudomon's design.
I think it's alright.
love
Like, it's not
Zudomon's
bad.
design.
Yeah.
I've seen worse. I've seen worse in the Digimon franchise.
Oh, 100%. It's just a little busy for me.
He's like a middle ground 5 for ultimate levels.
I think it's like the one woolly glove and like the big ass turtle shell together. It's just kind of like, what are we doing here?
I kind of wish they would have went for Gabumon route with his other hand, where it had the fingers coming through it, but kept the claw glove. That way, it kept the symmetry for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one thing I hate about his design, though? Because I do love his design. I love Vikings and everything. I hate that everything on him is fuzzy except for his legs.
Except for
For the
what?
what?
Cut out.
His legs.
Wait, his legs aren't furry?
I mean, they're like
Oh wait, what the hell?
here. They're not really like actually furry.
Oh, they're kind of fuzzy. You can see
They're
muscle
fuzzy.
definition on them, which is a little.
It depends on the artwork,
Furry.
but
Yeah.
I know a lot of the artwork, no.
Yeah, a lot of the artwork, his legs are very smooth.
Uh-huh.
Let me
I feel-
see here.
I feel like they didn't want to texture the fur, so they didn't.
Yeah, I'm putting.
You know what? I kind of fuck with it because it looks like he's got the big fuzzy cape on, and that shit's badass.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Like, reptile legs.
Which is hilarious because that fucking cape's just more of his hair coming through the shell, isn't it?
Is it? Is it?
I thought it was like part of his like head cowl thing that's going through the shell down the back.
Looks like it's just a.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a pelt over his shoulders.
Yeah.
It might just be the way it looks on my end.
Has 2 large
That's
canine
what I've
teeth,
always thought.
large gray fur covering its entire body except for around its blue eyes, and hands which resemble black skin, and a fox-like tail. It wears a red Viking helmet, yellow fur coat that has what appears to be the limbs hanging around its neck. I'm actually surprised we get a Digimon description where they're wearing a pelt, but it's not described as being a specific Digimon. Because a lot of times when they do stuff like this, it's typically because Gadamon's gloves are specifically Saber Leomon data. Gabumon's cloak is an ancient Garurumon species cloak. Like, they genuinely do that, and they didn't do that with this one, which is odd.
Honestly, I found like an artwork while Google searching that would have made Zudomon look a lot better, in my opinion. That would have looked a lot better.
That'd be an X antibody form right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool looking though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that design can go hard if it's designed correctly.
Mm-hmm. It can. It was just, again, it's early Digimon though, and like
Yeah.
that's why they kind of did X antibodies, was because they could reinvent some of the older designs without retconning the entire series, which was kind of nice. It's good to tie in a retcon of a design while making it lore accurate.
Because a lot of people like the original stuff, but there's other people who's like, this design's not hitting it for me, but then they see the X antibody form, it's like, fuck, that's a lot better. I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Digimon Savers, where they're like, yeah, we have the design for Falcomon and Kudomon, we're just not gonna use them. We're gonna make our own for our own reasons. Same with Agumon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Falcomon and Kudomon design became the canon design, even though they weren't the first design. So disappointing.
I miss the old Falcomon design.
We don't get a lot of Viking like Digimon.
Nope.
Nah.
Not
Which
really.
is surprising.
Yeah. We get a lot of mythology stuff, but I guess Viking stuff's just not something they've touched on a lot.
Which is fair. It's kind of hard to make some of that work.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be nice to see a little bit more.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
They could do so well with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do touch on a few things in the Norse mythology. It's just we don't see it anytime soon.
No. And like lately they've been doing a lot more Chinese mythology stuff because of the Chinese games, so I don't see us getting it anytime soon.
Chinese only mobile game is insane.
Right.
Please.
Who would have thought Digimon would be bigger in China?
Why am I getting gatekept out of Digimon content?
Oh.
Because we're in the wrong countries.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Thank you for the "is" at the end of that.
Yeah.
I have to acknowledge everybody that's in a different country currently.
So, after the big fight between Vikemon and Rosemon and Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode, Kin lets Meikumon go, and Meikumon is now in Leomon's arms and slightly traumatized from seeing him infected, and then rip Leomon.
It happened again. I can't believe it.
It happened again, and then apparently Meikumon went full evil. Meiko's Digimon. Meiko and Meikumon is a horrible alliteration for a freaking partner team, by the way, and it's pissing me off.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
I get so confused between them.
Mako's Digivice turns black, and Meikumon now just looks pure fucking evil, and then disappears into the void, and Leomon's dead. Leomon died in the human world, so Leomon is dead.
Oh, 7 Leomon and suffered the same fate as Wizardmon.
Yep.
And Gatsumon.
At least he gets to be a ghost now. That's fun.
That's true.
I don't know if he will, because so technically Wizardmon isn't from the digital world, he's from Witchelny. So
yeah, but I had a hope that like
Nah, I
if a
believe that.
Wizardmon dies in the digital world, he becomes a Digi-Egg.
maybe, which could be the case. We don't really know how well the three universes play into each other, because there's obviously crossover now, because we even have crossover for Atmon into Digimon Liberator. So the multi-universes that is not Digimon but also Digimon.
We've heard the MCU. Well, we've got the DCU.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, any additional talking points that I skipped over or that we skipped over for this?
Right at the end, after like Meikumon transformed, I think.
Mhm.
The agent, there was just like this weird zoom in on, I think it was the agent, and she like smiled, and it was, I don't like it.
Perceptive.
Yeah.
I thought I was tripping because nobody else acknowledged it.
No, we didn't mention anything on it.
No.
To be fair, and this is one of my personal complaints with a lot of anime. Don't fucking do that shit. I want to get.
Like,
I want
this
to
is the
watch
most
down the line and get freaking throttled in the face with a fist. I don't
That's the
want to
most
see it coming.
unsubtle thing I've ever seen.
Okay, but to be fair, we don't know what she's up to at this point. We know she's up to some. She likes whatever the fuck just happened.
But now we know where. Now we know she's up to something, and that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I don't want
like,
any
rather...
leads to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does that mean?
I would rather it come out of nowhere and her be like, haha.
But does that mean she's working with Kin? Was she surprised when she saw the Digimon Emperor because she's working with them, or is it? It still worked into her plans. Yeah. She just has a grudge match against Leomon.
I love the change that they did that was so subtle between these two forms that was shown.
Oh yeah.
I love the subtle change between the good and the evil version.
Mm-hmm. Just more spiky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the color palette changes a little bit too. She becomes a darker orange.
Yeah. But that's also possibly due to like the dark energy around her, because we've seen that energy filled around her before, the reddish, which could just affect the color palette as well. But yeah,
I just like how everything gets more feral.
Yep.
That's why it's kind of why I like Meikumon in any of the games that we get, because her fucking design, her evolution line is just amazing. I love it so much.
Yeah. It's gonna be
such a cool Digimon.
It's gonna be an interesting to see where all the powers play out at this point, at least.
That was a gasp.
That was a gasp.
What the fuck? I was like, oh hey, a Meikumon plushie on fucking eBay, and it's damn near 1,700, bro. Fuck me, man.
Yeah.
What's 5% off of 1,700?
I also thought he remembered something. I was like, oh, what?
Nah.
What big did we forget?
Nah.
Oh, fuck. We forgot to mention anything about the Digimon just straight up winning a costume contest.
Oh, the creepy cute contest.
Exactly. That's so funny. And they won free food. That was the last thing that these things needed.
That is actually the exact same thing. That is exactly what they needed, because they are living off the pockets of high school students right now.
Yeah.
That's fair, but they're also going to eat the school.
Right.
Izzy is feeding them good.
Yep.
I'll also say that I love the Dark Imperial Dramon so much. They did so good with it.
Yeah. It was a well touched to show like something's like we already know something's wrong because Imperial Dramon is fighting the good guys, but like you can look at that and you're like, that's not natural, man. That's
Nah,
not
he was
right.
whooping ass.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Gomamon got fucking slapped around like a hacky sack.
Poor baby.
So our next movie, 3, Confession, is gonna be our longest one yet, with a lot that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna apologize for it, but it is in my opinion, the best of the 6.
Thank goodness things happen in this movie.
The best of the 6 following the worst of the 6, because I do think the second movie is the worst of the 6.
It's, yeah.
Nah,
I
this one was a
100%
nothing
agree.
burger, aside from the end.
Yep.
Which is sad, because I really like Tri, but I gotta admit that the first 2 episodes are dry as fuck.
Yeah. First movie's good. It's a good setup. This one it was very much okay. We're setting up Meikumon to be the villain, and then everything else is gonna be. Well, now we gotta take down Meikumon.
I feel like the first movie really makes me feel some type of way about Ty, and then this one makes me feel some type of way about
Joe.
Oh god, my brain. I'm drawing a blank. I just had the character
Joe?
in mind. Well, Joe, yeah. I feel
Okay.
like all these movies make me feel some type of way about Joe, but like, that's a different story.
I feel the same way about Joe that I do about Cody. Like,
Oh my god.
they both suck.
Best thing about this movie is Cody's not in it.
True.
That's okay. Joe has Cody's energy.
Yup.
Yeah, but Joe has a valid reason.
Yeah.
For all of
Cody.
what's going on.
Cody had no reason. Cody was just like, I don't trust these people. TK's a bad boy. I can't trust him.
Bro, I wouldn't go around
He
dissing
is just
TK. He
traumatized.
fucking beats ass.
He does. TK takes whips to the face on a Friday. Do not give him shit.
Oh, I'll bring it up towards like the later movies because
Okay.
it's something that they like. You know how like when they like reboot an old series and then it's like, oh, you guys really liked this about this character. Let's make it their entire personality.
Oh, okay.
That trope. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a character that they do this to in these movies, and
Make
it
sure to write
drives me
it down so
fucking
you don't
crazy.
forget.
Yeah.
Also, a little something to look forward to, mostly towards Keja. So each of the ending themes has been different for each of the movie, which we haven't really listened to. We listened to a little bit of the last one. The first one was "I Wish" by AIM. It's a Tri version of the song, and then the second one that we just listened to was Sevens, which is a song that was used before, but it's the Tri version. It's just a remastered version of the song or re-recorded version of the song. But for the third movie, we get a song by Knife of Day, aka Matt's band.
No.
So you get to hear Yamato sing. It's the ending
Heck
theme, but
yeah.
Let's go.
yup. So it's a lovely song. I do like it. I have it on a playlist. A lot of the music from Tri that is not the English dub versions of the songs are really good. Because there's even a version of Butterfly that's sung by the entire cast in Japanese. So, any final pokes, jabs, things to take away for the next movie?
Don't do another spa day for the love of fucking God.
Yeah.
More spa days.
No.
Actually, don't quote me on this, but I think we're done for slice of life stuff for the rest of the movies.
Yeah, because it goes to the next one, and then everything just goes up in the air.
Yo, I think we get we get one more slice of life type thing, but it's very short and it's kind of plot related. So it's not as egregious, but I think that's the only one I remember. I think everything else is pure plot and pure action for the most part, and emotional trauma.
Oh.
Yep. I could be wrong, because there are definitely things I have already forgotten about the series.
No, I think you're on ball because I don't think anything like slice of life happens unless it's towards like the last two movies.
The one I'm thinking of, I think, is in movie 4, but again, I think it's short. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything they add on is just really slim pickings.
Yeah. Gotta love a almost 3-hour build up to the actual plot, but at least.
God.
Listen, they had to do it. It's for the movies.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, that's what happened in Digimon Adventures and O2 anyway, so...
At least...
in movie form.
At least this is done. It's like, okay, we have the build up for a couple hours, and then we have straight plot, whereas Digimon Adventures and O2 were both like, here's build up, plot. Here's build up, plot. Here's build up, plot. At least it's just like all in one go. We only have one villain to deal with, essentially, kind of, sort of. I don't know.
I can't say anything.
It's complicated.
All I'll say is yes.
Yes. One villain. Do we know who that villain is? Who knows?
Not a fucking come on, who knows?
Sounds more like we have an antagonist, not a villain necessarily.
The antagonist is the virus the entire time.
I don't know. We have so many things that could be red herrings at the moment because we have Meikumon going crazy. We have the Digimon Emperor for some fucking reason, which obviously not working with Meikumon. And then we have Himekawa who working with somebody, maybe? We don't know. So we have 3 potential villains.
Don't forget about Alphamon mysteriously appearing and disappearing out of nowhere.
So, to be fair, Alphamon was going for Meikumon. So
exactly, just like everybody else.
So is Alphamon a villain?
In that case, a little bit.
We don't know what Alphamon's whole thing was about.
No,
obviously Meikumon.
But it was specifically going for Meikumon and trying to grab Meikumon and not. He was only fighting back, essentially. He wasn't really going all out. Yeah. So...
He was lightly giving everybody beam blasts.
Yeah, and choking out Bergamon. But, yeah, we have parts at play here, but we don't know how they tie in yet. Yeah. So, we don't know who's aligned with who.
All that up. There's so many fucking antagonistic choices to go for.
I know! Which route are we taking? Who do we fight?
Everybody, fuck it. We're fighting the whole world.
Though it would be interesting, because, like, so Digimon Adventure, all the villains were Digimon. O2, all the villains, essentially, up until the plot twist, were human. Until, like, boiled down that it was actually Myotismon in the end. But...
God damn. One.
So, are we going with a Digimon villain this time, or a human villain?
Yes. That's the only thing I actually remember out of these movies, and all I will mention is yes.
Right.
I at least remember that much.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Alright. I'll take us out of here. Until next time, we will be doing the 3rd movie, which will be episodes 9 through 13 if you're watching episodically, or movie 3, Confession. Until then, Keja, where can they find you?
I stream on Twitch at KJames13, and I have a Twitter under the same name.
Zeta, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch, Blue Sky, and TikTok under Zeta Redux.
Zeus, where can they find you at?
they can find me also at Twitch at Zeus Eternal and Blue Sky. I forgot to mention it last time.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
And Kain, where can they find you at?
Oh, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Blue Sky at punished_Kate.
If he's living after this.
Oh,
His back will be fine.
And I am Cyan. I'm Cyan Kincaid. If you want to find any information regarding this podcast or any other projects I run, you can find that on Twitter at RiceCon Podcast. These episodes are uploaded on Digimon Conflict on Spotify and on our YouTube channel, Riceball Conflict. Give us a like, comment, subscription. Let us know what you thought, and we'll see y'all around for the next one.